Hi there, it's Kylie Smiley here from the Mobile Marketing Link. Thank you for joining me once again. This is actually take two because the first one had audio problems again. I can't believe it. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. Again, it's Kylie Smiley from the Mobile Marketing Link. I'm so glad you've joined me tonight. I'm very excited about tonight's episode talking about Starbucks and loyalty. Recently, I received an article. I took note of an article about Starbucks and the changes they're making to their loyalty program because of the reaction to the current loyalty, the way they're doing loyalty, and how they really want to focus on the top tier of their clientele. So tonight I wanted to sort of go over that, go over a few stats and how small business can really take advantage of information that comes across from big companies. Excuse me. Got an itchy nose. so I think it's really key to recognize what these big companies are doing. Even if you're one of the little guys, it doesn't matter. You can learn a lot from them. They don't do things for no reason. They do a lot of research. They spend a lot of money. They put a lot of effort into making sure they get things right. They do have shareholders now, so they have to make sure that they're continuously making revenue. So this is where you can, just keep an eye on them, watch what they're doing, because they're really doing things because they've done their homework. And it's important to recognize what some of these businesses are doing to enhance themselves. And from all accounts, they're all going mobile, meaning mobile is a key focus of their business. And much to my pleasure, of course, but also the fact that you can take advantage of this really, really easily. So what I'll do is I'll just go through a couple of key points that I recognised Starbucks was doing here. The My Starbucks Rewards loyalty program now has 10.4 million active members. Can you imagine? 10.4 million active members. That's up 28% from a year ago. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. And it's amazing because it's huge numbers, but they're doing things right for that to increase. So it doesn't happen with magic. It happens with concerted effort. So that's up 28% from a year ago. And those shoppers, this is where it really gets interesting, those shoppers now account for about 30% of business in North America. So just take stock of that. Just think about that. If you've got 30% of your customer base on your loyalty program and know that they make up 30%, or they're part of the mix of the 30% that actually do business in your country, that's massive. That's massive information, because these people are shoppers. These people are the ones that spend money. These are the people that have money to spend. These are the ones that really should be thanked over and over and over again in any way possible. To keep them on your list as part of your loyalty program is absolute key. It is the thing to be focused on, in my opinion, because of these particular stats and this information coming down from big business. So mobile payments account now for 20% of all store transactions in the US. It's not quite that in Australia as yet, but it's more than double the figure Starbucks reported 2 years ago. So it's just incredible what's happening. Never before has a wave like this occurred with business across the board. There's such huge opportunity knowing your customers have a handheld device wherever they are, that they can make a purchase from your business, or they can make an inquiry, or they can create, they can jump on a list, they can watch a webinar, they can do whatever they want, and it's from wherever they are. Meanwhile, in Australia, according to the ACMA, which is the Australian Communications and Media Authority, they've shared some findings regarding M-commerce. They're calling it M-commerce now. It's no longer e-commerce. It's M-commerce, because mobile device commerce and exchanging of transactions is all happening. It's overtaking the computer. So soon, everyone will be using a mobile, handheld device to do all sorts of business. And it's important for us to be, for a lot of small business, to be prepared for that. Be ready for it. Sure, you've got your baby boomers, you've got your much older than baby boomers as well, but they're all coming on board with a smartphone. A lot of them are taking it up. A lot of them, obviously, people who there's going to still be a percentage of people who don't, but the majority will, and that's where your focus needs to be, in my opinion, is that it really needs to be on those people who are consumers, people who are spending, people who are asking questions, who are interacting with you, people who are showing some sort of, inquiry, interest into your business. And a way to really hone in on that is through surveys. So one of the things that I really can't stress enough is to make sure that you're asking your customers questions about what they want, what they like, what they don't like, and find out how you can increase your loyalty program. So these stats, I'll just grab the ones from Australia really quickly, just so that you've got an idea of where. And there's a Starbucks one. So just grab those, and in the meantime, just think about that information coming down from about Starbucks. It's just incredible, and they found through customer complaints that their loyalty program wasn't working. So they didn't actually go out and source this information, which in hindsight, I'm sure that they would have liked to have known much earlier. But it appears that this is through customer complaints, that they've absolutely had to make a change. And it's, it costs the money to change it, but it certainly has been far more rewarding than not. So here are some of let's bring this up now, the stats from the Australian Communications and Media Authority. So they've said here, this snapshot of research represents the latest ACMA analysis on the take-up of m-commerce in Australia by people aged 18 years and over. Unless otherwise stated, data used in this snapshot is sourced by Roy Morgan Research. The way that they describe mobile commerce is m-commerce is a term used to describe undertaking, banking or paying bills, or by buying goods and services online using a mobile phone. So it's as simple as that. The use of m-commerce services in Australia is soaring. So this article, this research, okay, so this is from this one's from mid-2014. So this isn't even the very latest stats. It's just interesting to see what's happened in a couple of years ago, and when you think about what's happening now, it's very interesting. So the use of m-commerce services in Australia is soaring. During December 2013, 3.4 million Australians used an m-commerce service. So they were already, using it. Millions of us were using it in 2013, up from 0.62 million during December 2010. So it's gone up 448% just in those couple of years. And imagine, it's gone up tenfold and more since then. As well as m-commerce transactions, nearly 4 million Australians also use their mobile device for a diverse range of non-transactional m-commerce activities, such as checking their account balances and researching products and services. So, and they've taken a step further now where they're researching all of that standing inside the store or standing inside your business. Or they're in a meeting with you. They're checking on, what the competition's doing, what other people are doing. It's incredible. So take-up of smartphones, again, is just soaring through the roof. 12 million Australians owned a smartphone in 2014. Now I believe it's 18 million now. That's 6 million more people who own a smartphone. It's just incredible. And they're using it for shopping, banking, all sorts of research transactions. So that's all growing. The reason why I mention those is because it's really, really, I'm just getting a message through. Just see whether we've got messages through. No, I can't see anything here. Someone wants to leave a comment, please do. And tell me if anything strange is happening. Anyway, I'll continue. So I'm not getting that coming through. All right, so let's get on to the article. Okay. So this article is, just over it really quickly. It's by Laura. Hello, Laura is writing for Forbes magazine online, Forbes Retail, and this was created on the 23rd of February. So Laura writes that Starbucks is changing the way customers earn rewards in their loyalty program. The move is intended to speed the ordering and checkout process. So just to stop there, they're actually noticing that there's a problem. Customers getting held up. Something's happening in the ordering and the process of exchange of funds. So this is where the alarm bells have gone off. But it also means some customers would have to spend more for the same benefits. So they're making this change, but looking at other ways that it could impact. Until now, Starbucks customers earned 1 star per order. If the customer had gold status, 12 stars were awarded a free item. So just like your stamp card, they've got 12 stamps, for instance, and once you've stamped the 12, then you get your free reward. So the problem is that the star was awarded for each order, and no matter how many items were in it. So customers were asking for each item to be rung up separately to earn the maximum number of stars. So if you can imagine the hold up there, hence the longer lines and slower checkout times. That worsens the customer experience and also increases the transactional cost for Starbucks. Something conveniently left out of the official explanation of the change. But reducing costs is a key point for their investors. So they really needed to make that change, especially when you've got investors and you're listed. It's really important. It's really important no matter what. So now customers will earn 2 stars for every dollar. Instead of earning 1 star for every transaction or every order, they earn 2 stars for every dollar. So this means that those with more expensive tastes who spend more, who go to Starbucks more, and will earn rewards much more quickly, which is great for them. And it means that they feel better, they spend more, it all goes around the circle and they end up, increasing their revenue. So for others, she said here for someone like me, but for others who only have a coffee every now and then, they don't spend a lot of money, then it'll take much longer for them to get their rewards. So on the plus side, rewards may soon be used for more than free items at Starbucks. And so they're planning all along to make the stars available to their partner businesses. That then they could offer the stars as rewards to their customers. So then that makes Starbucks stars a new currency. Can you imagine your business points being a new currency for someone else's business? Fantastic. That's the way to do it. It's loyalty. That's loyalty to a T. If you can joint venture, and I've mentioned this before, joint venture, go and shake the hand of your neighbour, go and say hello, and see what they're up to, and see how you can do things together in business. It really helps out. If you can do something jointly and help each other earn points, then fantastic. If they don't have a loyalty program, then this is how you can introduce yours to them and offer your service as a reward for their customers. It makes it super easy for them then. And you're the one getting the stream of clients. So it's a referral. And it has a two-way street as well. So it's not just a one-way thing. But it's important to be helping each other. And Starbucks, this is an absolutely excellent example of the way that they're thinking and the way that they work with customers. So thinking about your small business and how you interact with your clients and how they take up a loyalty program. Do you have a loyalty program? If you don't, create one quickly, as quickly as you can. Go and see someone who has one in place already. Or you're welcome to contact me. That's no problem at kylie@mobilemarketing.com.au. And get and really have a look at it. Really look at how you can change things, or maybe shift things a little if you feel it's not quite impactful as it could be. Some people, they have the app and the card, so they're handing out how to upload the app and also a card in the meantime to staff. So if that works better for you, then that's great. And there's all sorts of other ways that you can utilize that. But really, it's all about your interaction with the customer and how you understand them and whether they've been complaining or whether there's any suggestions they could make even. Put it out to them, ask them. Even if it's by way of a verbal request and then write it down. So it can be through there, it can be through email, social media. You can use a free service called SurveyMonkey, and you can send that out via email to your list, to all your customers, and ask them about the loyalty program. Is it working for them? What would they change? Are there enough points, enough stars, that sort of thing? It's really important to have that two-way communication with them to make it really easy, and to get that cash flow going over and over and over again. So it's ever increasing, and you're ever improving. So they're the couple of key things that I took away from that Starbucks article that really had me thinking, wow, this is amazing. Not just because they totally have embraced mobile in their business and now going to mobile payments, which is going to be huge, but they're looking at areas where their business is, maybe failing a little bit, or it just needs improving, and they're all going back to loyalty. Loyalty programs are growing. So many people are interested in being part of a tribe. They want to be part of a tribe. They want to be part of your tribe. And one way to put them all together is to have them all connect through mobile. So whether it's SMS, an app, push notifications, even online, even through social media, it doesn't matter, as well as your Wi-Fi. If you offer Wi-Fi in your business, then does it not make sense to have them on board when they connect to your Wi-Fi, knowing that they're getting it for free, and then reward them for being part of your tribe? Again, part of your loyalty program that you offer is free Wi-Fi. So that gives you another reason to connect with them, rather than having somebody in your premise who might just be there for the free Wi-Fi. If you can exchange for their details, then you can offer them services and products in the future, then they agree to it, then fantastic. So this is all permission based, of course, as I preach all the time. Okay, so here's a bit of news as well. Where's this dated? It's not the latest news, but it was late last year, where Starbucks, there was news about Starbucks and mobile. So Starbucks wants your phone as much as it wants to sell you coffee. How's that for a headline? Starbucks wants your phone as much as it wants to sell you coffee. So that leads into mobile payments, and they've said here, Starbucks has had another great third quarter, blah, 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 and same-store sales were up 8% globally, bolstering a 9% increase in the US as traffic. It's dramatically increased. All regions performed well, But the coffee giant's executives talk more about investment in mobile rather than discussing the latest coffee or tea brews. It's top the agenda. And that's because they've said here, That's because Starbucks says investment in mobile experience, the mobile experience, including a growing loyalty card program and digital payment apps, are what's helping power the company's growth. Okay, so that statement is huge, and that's something to recognize. If your clientele are of similar age bracket to those who drink lots of coffee, go to Starbucks, those sorts of clientele, and in Australia they range hugely. It's not just the millennials that are doing that, it's people of all ages. But I'll just read that again. That's because Starbucks says investment in the mobile experience, including a growing loyalty card program and digital payment apps, are what's helping power the company grow. So mobile order and pay is enabling Starbucks to serve more customers more quickly and efficiently, and to significantly reduce attrition off the line. So that's massive. That was a statement from the CEO. What else have they said here? The My Starbucks Rewards loyalty program now has 10.4 million active members, so I mentioned that earlier. And the company has also signed up partnerships with the New York Times, music streaming service Spotify, and ride-sharing startups. So they're looking at all different ways and areas that they can grab the attention of their target market who spend the most. And that's what we all should be doing. Anyone with a small business can do the same thing. Look at the top 20% of people who spend 80% with you. So where your most, the 80% of revenue comes from the top 20% of your customer base. So it's really honing in on those people, giving them a loyalty program that's exclusive, that rewards them often, that gets them really excited and has them spending more and coming in, and certainly increasing their the times that they use your service or product. So that's where the key focus is there. So you can use this in your business without a problem. It's really, really simple. Even if you just start with a simple, just think of something that you can reward them with first. Maybe it's something from someone else, and that's okay. But a simple reward for them taking action and doing business with you a number of times. And there's your loyalty program. You can do that through email. You can do that through an app like the Stamp Me app. You can do it through all sorts of means, through social media. There's lots of ways, but all through the mobile device, through SMS, through QR codes, NFC, all the mobile interactive methods, and knowing that most of your customers are going to be doing business with you through their mobile device. So another thing that towards the end of the year, if you haven't already looked at mobile payments, if you were in retail, hospitality, those sorts of areas, just keep in mind the faster the transaction, the more likely they will come back. If you can get that transaction done really mega quick, mega fast, then that's going to make all the difference. Just having customers go through hoop after hoop after hoop is very tiring, and people don't have the patience for it anymore. You really have to get them moving quickly. And if it means a swipe versus some buttons pressed, then do the swipe. If it means that they only have to, make one less tap on their phone, then make sure that's there. So that's really, really important. And I wanted to leave you there with that thought about how you can really utilize the Starbucks scenario in your favor. And that's totally thinking about the customer experience through mobile. What do your customers experience through their mobile device? How much interaction would they like from you? How much reward would they like from you? Because from reward comes referral too. So the more they like you, the more they're likely to refer you to others. So there's your loyalty program and a referral program to boot. And all with the help from your customers and feedback from your customers. So I'm going to leave you there. I hope that was helpful. I was fascinated with that article. I loved it. And I love watching the big guns doing business. And that's where, please make sure you can subscribe to fortune.com. You can subscribe to What's the other one that I've got here is Fortune Forbes. There's Forbes as well, Forbes.com. Fierce Retail is another one for retailers. In Australia, there's Power Retail. That's fantastic. So they'll give you the latest and greatest on what's going on in the retail world. And there's also franchise blogs and all sorts of business blogs, Business Insider, Smart Company, Smart Money, all those. There's so many, but do yourself a favour and make sure that you're on top of this, because this can give you the edge over others very quickly, and it can continue. It can really improve your bottom line and your profit margin. So that's it for me. Thank you again. My name's Kylie Smiley. I'm from the Mobile Marketing Link. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to email me at kylie@mobilemarketinglink.com.au, or come and say hello via Facebook at Mobile Marketing Link on Facebook. And certainly shoot through any questions you have through Google Plus as well, and or YouTube. So subscribe to the YouTube channel also under Kylie Smiley. Thank you. Have a profitable week, and I'll see you again soon, probably on a Monday starting from next week, but I'll be sure to post that information. Take care. Have a good night. Bye for now.